We didn't plan that music to come on, it just came on and we were lucky enough to walk on to
And
it.
here we are. Well, the Zoomers are increasing, aren't they, James?
We've got Zoomers and Facebookers and...
Yeah. Well, a lot more Zoomers, but
We have.
gone.
I think Zoom seems to be winning at the moment.
It does, yeah. Anyway.
It's nice to see you all.
We've 100 and odd out there, haven't we?
We have.
Bought tickets, so...
I hope you're all ready.
Down the bottom there, on left.
It is, yeah, it looks very
okay.
efficient. It looks like he's working, actually.
We don't know every face, but welcome to the Fisherman's Retreat. Third
online whiskey tasting. We never thought it'd run this long. Who knew we'd still be in lockdown?
No, we thought we'd be...
we thought you'd be here with us.
No, we didn't. Never thought you'd come back.
No, that's what you said. Yes. So we're back again. I hope everyone's not got any issues with sound or anything. The last one, I believe there are a few bits, but I think it was something to do with Facebook and not us, obviously. So if everyone can hear us...
Can you all hear us?
Can you all thumbs up?
Yeah,
that's good.
Good.
Can Facebook hear us? Because we can't on the Facebook thing at the moment. Executive producers working behind us to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting thumbs up from Facebook. That's good.
Right. Smashing.
So,
good.
Yeah.
Right. Where's Whiskies?
You do not bring them.
No. Oh, they're here. They're here.
Johnson and Rogers.
Roger Moore and.
He's lost his legs.
Yeah.
I've propped him up.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone.
That's,
well, I'll tell you before we
special
start.
Guest.
I've got a surprise for you.
For me.
Yeah, for you. You know, we were saying you wanted somebody to look after you. So hold on 1 minute.
Hold on. What's coming? Oh, hey! Now then.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what she's called. She doesn't speak
Who
much.
cares? Who cares?
Well, we needed someone to bring the beers.
Well, I might be looking that way more than that way tonight. Anyway, moving on. What's our first whiskey, James?
Our first whiskey. She's
going to have to move.
I don't mind dancing with her.
No, right.
Deanston Virgin Oak, to be precise.
Oh, I knew we had a virgin tonight. It was not her about. Anyway, moving on. Is that what we're on?
That's what we're on.
Right. Have you all got your Deanston, your dram?
And while he's pouring that, I'll just go over what we're doing again. You've all got a whiskey tasting pack. Well, I hope you have, because you're all sat there watching us.
Yeah.
So there's 30 mils. Some people can handle 35 shots of 30 mil whiskey. Some people can't. But good thing about this is you can try a little bit, put the top back on, go back to it again. You don't have to drink it all at once. We won't make you. But if you want to, you can do. We won't stop you either.
No, and if you can't stand it, just sit next to bed and do it, and then fall straight in it. And then you're right then.
You could be watching this in bed.
You could. You could. I can't see
Not
any
want to be in
echoes,
bed
can
with
you?
them, like, but...
No.
No.
Well.
Well,
Anyway.
we'll move on from that one.
Your first whiskey is Deanston Virgin Oak. And
We were sampling this the other day, weren't we?
we've got a young man whose birthday it is, who works at Deanston.
We do.
What? Have we got a note?
Oh, we've got a note here. Oh,
yes.
well, it's
he's
happy
not
80th birthday, Keith from Dunblane, wose son-in-law works at Deanston Distillery.
That's it.
So, happy 80th birthday.
So we're tasting your whiskey. Who you? What's he called? Keith.
Keith, but he doesn't work there. It's his son-in-law who works at Deanston.
Right.
So we're
Son-in-law?
vaguely attached to someone who works at Deanston Distillery.
Yeah. Very vague.
And another one. I've got another one before we
go on
carry on. For the people who frequent our whiskey tastings, you might know Ian, who comes and does the pouring for us. It's his anniversary. It was his anniversary weekend just gone. So happy anniversary! 40 years married.
Ian and
believe.
Elaine.
Yeah.
Elaine put up with him for 40
years.
No, I couldn't
yeah.
do it.
No. She's a bit more patience than what I've probably
girl.
got.
She's a brave girl. Good help.
Do a toast to Ian and Elaine. And,
I see Miss Forrest is there. How are you, darling? All right. Yes. Cheers. Anyway, have a snifter of this. Quite nice.
It is. It's very nice.
What age is there? An age?
There's no age statements on this one. So,
right.
Decent Virgin Oak. Let's have a look what it says. I've got the nose here on the nose. So give it on a nose first before you try it. Not too close, you don't stick your nose in it, but just around over the top.
Stick nose in there, you can have a big nose.
Well, you would have. So, heady virgin oak, bursting with lemon zest and sweet barley sugar, with delicious notes of apple and nutmeg.
No,
You get
nothing.
it?
No, none of that. Nothing.
Well, I've got a bit of a cold,
Everybody,
so I
everybody
am
gets
struggling a
it
little
differently,
bit.
and it is up to everybody's taste and smell and everything else regarding whiskey. As I've said for the last 20 odd years, when we've been doing whiskey tastings, it's individual choice for everybody. And what we are trying to do is just give you as many distilleries as possible, not just one. There's odd ones that you can go through one distillery because they're a great deal of versions, and it's amazing, such as Ardbeg, how varied their editions are. Each one, when they come out, there's always just that little bit of difference about it. Morag, how are you? Very
Thumbs
good.
up. Oh,
Yeah, good.
Yeah, so this
Nice
is
to see you both.
the no age statement from Deanston Distillery. Now, Deanston do quite a varied range: 12s, 15s, 18-year-olds, and a few others.
Virgins.
And virgins. They're very good at producing the virgin oak. And it is a beautiful dram, actually. Who's
quite
tried
like
that
it.
now?
Not bad for a starting dram.
Um,
Are you all with this one? Do you like it? Do you not like it? As those are the people we can see.
What's your
Thumbs up,
reactions?
whatever.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Oh yes, we've got. Who is it, sir?
A bit of a half and half there.
Um,
But this is going to be the youngest whiskey we tasted this evening. There's obviously no age statement on it, so the oldest whiskey could be 10 or 12-year-old, but there's obviously a young whiskey in there, and that's why it's got no age statement on it. So the youngest whiskey in there could be a 3-year-old. So once the whiskey's been in the barrel for 3 years, they can call it a single malt whiskey. This is a single malt whiskey, but just with no age statement. So I quite like that. I think it's a nice, easy drinking starting dram. It's it's 46.3%. I think it should say it on
that's
your
why
little
it's a
tasting
gentle.
bottle. Yeah, it is. It's
just
very
like
soft.
4 or 5% below.
And what we didn't mention as well, if you're finding that little bit of harshness there, we've got a pipette. We're prepared.
We're going up
We're
in
prepared
well.
with-
We've
yeah.
spent a fortune this week
With a fancy
on this.
glass as well.
It's a pipette.
I'll have a
You want to drop it?
Just a drop. There you go. Very well done.
All right. Well, they reckon you should only put the amount of water into a dram that is on a petal. First thing, the dewdrop of a petal in the morning. That's all you should do. It's a load of bullshit, but no.
We forgot, didn't we?
aye, 50
Swear
feet,
jar.
yeah.
There we go.
Sorry about that.
We forgot about that.
Anyway,
But no, have you tried it with that bit of water now?
I'll try
it has softened it down just that touch.
oh, it really has. It really has, and it wasn't that harsh to start with.
No, it wasn't.
You could enjoy a nice bottle of half a bottle of that.
Well, you could easily get
You
through
did last
some.
night, you didn't you?
I may have done.
yeah.
Yes, I have to apologise if I'm a bit steady tonight. We were
Yes.
doing some quality control yesterday.
Oh, it was hard work.
It
We were
was.
just finalising the
We were
whiskey
checking
tasting and this.
You know,
2 metres apart.
we
Some of
just
you've
put it
got
on.
that.
you do actually. That's true. We just put it on the draft yesterday, and we obviously needed to make sure it was
And it's
right.
real. Look at that on draft. I've been dying for a pint of this for months since we locked down, and it's only at the whiskey tasting we put a barrel on, and then week after it's gone. I don't know who drinks it.
I
you?
don't. Well, after we got to the 6th pint last night, we decided it were all right. So
Yeah. So
then we started on the whiskey.
What we're trying to do is tempt you for the 19th of May when we're reopening the Fisherman's.
Yeah.
So we'll have
We'll
two
keep
or
this
three.
on.
We're going to keep this on. It's a cracking pint made by what do you call it?
Deeply Vale.
That's some. Absolutely beautiful pint. And it was just by chance. I said, "Have you any ale?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "Bring us one up." He said, "It's called so and so." I said, "No, call it this. 2 metres apart." So that's what we've done.
It is.
So-
It's a great. So we tasted. We quality checked that, and then they quality checked the 8.
There were 2-part bottles somewhere.
They were. They were
They're
good.
not- they're not there
You
now.
can't have them anymore because they're all gone.
So-
But they were very good. I got home and my wife told me to go to bed. So
I got home, just fell asleep on couch.
It was.
My wife went to bed instead. So there you go.
Well, the Deanston Virgin Oak, anyway, we'll go back to that. We do have it in our shop. It was £36 for this evening. We're doing
bargain tonight. You
it
shouldn't
is.
have knocked so much.
I know. £30 this evening for you lucky people if you wish to acquire one.
We'll send it in post, or we'll send it. No, we won't send it in post. Plus packaging, is it?
It is UPS, I think.
UPS.
But yeah, the also the distillery, Deanston Distillery, is it's quite interesting looking back at the history. It started out as a cotton mill.
It's outside of a river.
It is in 1785. It was opened as a cotton mill.
Yeah.
No, I haven't been through. And it ran as a cotton mill till 1813, I think. I do believe. Oh no, sorry. 1965. That's what I was going to say. 1965. So it's a very young distillery, but they're doing a fantastic job of what they're producing.
Right. Are we on top of it? Do I need to move over a bit? Yeah.
We need to move.
The director is telling us to move over a
Don't
bit.
want to get too
Obviously,
close,
the camera's out of line, not us. But there you go. Well, is that better?
That's it. We're
getting thumbs up.
Producers talk.
Yeah. You obviously couldn't see you.
No, I was hiding.
Anyway, moving on.
So yes, that was Deanston. So I hope you all enjoyed it. If you want to put some comments on Facebook, producer will get back to you and mark it down and see what your thoughts are, and we can get a
We'll do that.
good gauge of what you thought. I enjoyed that. That's a good start. And they only get better.
Well, they do.
They do. This is true.
I forgot my own glasses.
Have you?
Well, now
Tell her to go and get you some. Can you see her?
I'll go with them.
Right. Next one. Ben Romack, 15-year-old. If you're ready or if you're not ready, hopefully you've all got a couple of glasses you can pour into, rather than just using the one. Like I say, if you've not finished that one, you can just seal it up and come back to it later at another time.
Yes, we're not forcing you to drink at all. We're just encouraging you, but not forcing you. And giving you some of these delightful whiskies.
I think I've got shake still from that.
I think you have to do it.
I think you should do that.
No, I'm obviously more used to it. Oh, not a lot of okay with that one.
Well, as I say, I've got a bit of a cold, so I'm not picking much up on the nose, but I'll get more on the palate.
God, with some connoisseurs out there looking at the nose and all that, eh? Good Lord.
Yeah, what's yours? I'll let you.
I can't read no glasses tonight. I don't know where they are. Have we got a pair? Ben Romack, 15.
Yeah, sparkly glasses.
Wait,
Mate, look.
God, they're good ones, them. Will you stop handling her?
Well, she's in
Your
way.
wife's in.
It's executive
I could
producer
do-
tonight. Wouldn't matter.
Yeah. Anyway, it's distracting, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You know,
Keep looking that way.
You just hope she comes alive.
If we turn her that way, she's looking at everyone on screen, then, isn't she?
Yeah, really. I don't know.
Yeah.
Speyside, 1898. GM, buy it in 1993. PC officially opened in
Prince Charles, that.
Yeah, Prince Charles. Right. Ben Romack, an old distillery, revamped by
Speak up.
Have I? Right. Hey, up, there's one man dancing there. Look at him. He's already.
He's having a party on his own.
He looks like it, doesn't he? Good on him. Yeah.
Fair play.
Fuddled. Anyway, moving on. Good lad. They're enjoying it anyway. Gordon and MacPhail of Elgin bought Ben Romack in the 90s, refurbished it, and Prince Charles opened it in 1998. So they've been going 22, this is the 23rd year, and they've been producing quite a few nice whiskies.
Done quite a lot of whiskies in the time they've been
they
open.
have some lovely legs on that one. If you swill it round your glass and hold it to the light and just watch the legs go down, that's the viscosity of the whiskey, and you'll see the legs. It takes a while for them to all just start coming down the glass, but there they are. It's very. Let's try it. God, that's gentle,
Very smooth, isn't
isn't
it?
it? 15-year-old that.
Yeah,
A
15-year-old.
nice 15-year-old. It from the 1800s, like all distilleries, it's gone through a checkered history.
It opened at the wrong time,
many, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 different owners in the course of 100 years, and but it gives off quite a nice distillation. They had new stills in. They put everything in.
They massive
totally
refit.
revamped the whole thing, and Gordon and MacPhail are the biggest whiskey dealers in the world. They're based up in Elgin, and they must have massive stocks of whiskey.
Millions and millions.
Oh,
and
millions of
pounds.
pounds. Yeah, multi-millionaires.
But they've they originally Gordon and MacPhail started as a grocery shop.
And with
was it in
a
Elgin?
small off license.
Yeah,
selling
small off license.
Yeah.
Um,
And they've this is a long time ago. They're probably 100-year old plus. I'm not sure about their status.
Yeah.
But what a fantastic arrangement! They're one of our main suppliers of a lot of our whiskies.
Anything
The
we
bulk of
can't
our
get
whiskies.
distillery direct usually comes from Gordon and MacPhail.
Yeah.
And they can usually get their hands on most things. So it's nice to actually get something off them that they've produced.
It is.
The bottlings have changed quite a lot over the years. I think we've got some up on the bar. I don't think you'll see them on this time, but this is a new style of bottling. I think it's only been a couple of years, if that. It's 43%, and it's just another really nice whiskey. I don't know what are you getting from that? Is everyone liking that?
I'm
Yeah.
not one.
Well, we've got quite a lot of thumbs up
Yeah,
from that one.
yeah, it's 43%, so it's quite gentle to start with. You can add a drop of water if you
I
wish.
don't need
You
to put
don't
any
need
water
to.
with that.
You don't need to. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that. You see, a lot of these descriptions of, I'm not going to go through aromas of sweet coffee leading to notes of cracked black pepper and peat smoke. You know, it's again what you find in that. These are suggestions. This is what a master distiller brings out. But you know, they've got to fill that label with something, and they do. So that's part of it. And creamy, sweet, and ripe apples, an undertone of charred oak. You know, dark chocolate develops. Well, it only develops if you put a dark chocolate in your mouth. If you do that, dark chocolate, believe it not, is a great accompaniment to a single malt whiskey. It really is. So try that some night. You know, if you're a bar of Bourneville, and try having a square of Bourneville and sipping a whiskey with it. It's absolutely delightful. I do like that. So there you go, Ben Romack, Harold.
That's
15-year-old.
15-year-old, and we've got a price on that this evening. We've got quite a lot of thumbs up on that one, so that was good. And what was Facebook? Executive producers? Yeah, we're getting a lot of thumbs up from that. So it's usually £66. This evening, for you good people, £60.
We're making now.
I know.
We're making.
I know. Well, we've got a treat them.
Oh.
They've joined us. We've got a treat.
Yeah, well, that's true. We have. So
that was Ben Romack. There's a couple of distilleries on here tonight. This is one of them, the Speyside, and the next one is a Ben Riach. Both Speysides, both quite close to each other, aren't they? I think
they're not miles apart.
they're not miles apart.
No,
Speyside's
they are
only
a few miles,
a small area anyway, so quite a lot of distilleries in the Speyside region, and we had some people wanting us to do a couple of different whiskies. We haven't got any peated whiskies on this evening either. So sorry for the peat fans out there that we're looking forward to having.
But it all
something like
goes
that.
round. If you like whiskey, end of story. Some just like, there's no bad whiskey, there's just good and better. And we hope we get more of the better ones, don't we?
Yeah, we try and put a good range out there for you. And like this one, for value wise, is cracking with some of the ages that we've got on here tonight. It's just You not often get such an array of whiskies like that for the price we managed to put them out for. So yeah, it's really good night for it tonight.
Right, Ben Romack, 15. Hello, Hervey from Warren.
DP Planning.
Oh, Warren, is Warren on? Where is he?
I don't know where.
Oh, he's on Facebook, is he?
Facebook.
Oh, right.
He's a Facebook.
Good. Nice to. I'm glad you're in, Warren. Good. Cheers. All the very
Yes.
best.
He
This lad
supplies
delivers
our
our planings. He rings me up at 2 o'clock in the morning and says, "Can you take 7 load of planings?" Well, yes. Well, we've been in lockdown. We have done. He hasn't rung me lately, thank God. I've had a full night's sleep. Yeah.
No, it's been good actually. It's
Fun?
So it's been good.
It has
Because you
been
normally wake me up as well.
Oh, I'm sorry about
It's
that.
alright.
I have to get here.
You do.
Anyway, I like Ben Romack.
Ben Romack.
Well, you chose these, James. Well,
I know I did.
you did.
I did.
We said that last night, didn't we?
We did.
just-
I don't know what we
just-
said last night.
We
It
just
was,
lost track.
Yeah, yeah. You opened fire and nearly killed us, so I think we nearly died of CO2 poisoning, carbon monoxide.
Did we?
Do you not remember?
No, I don't.
Well, it were a good night,
It was a good
apart
one.
from nearly dying.
Yeah. Not many people really, though, with it.
No,
Just me and you.
Just me and you.
Yeah. I know that lady too with glasses on top right there. What's she called? Graham iPad. Graham's
No, it's
iPad.
Graham and Sheffield.
Oh yeah.
Well,
No, it's
Graham and
not.
Sheffield is there.
Sheffield. Yeah, they are. Yeah. And who's that lady at the top there?
Graham's iPad, it says.
Graham's iPad.
Yeah.
Right. Nice to see you, love. Nice to see all of you. It is. We've got.
Hopefully, we'll be seeing you in person
Yeah.
at some point. Oh, hey, she's got a ball.
Oh, she's got. Yes, somebody's picked the
Good
ball
on you.
out.
Well done. Glad somebody's got it. You have to
There
let
you
us
go.
know
You
if he's
try
right
it.
or
You
not.
try it. I'll bet you like it. Excuse
start
me.
that.
I think I've caught his cold off him, and it's having a good job.
I was tested as well.
Have you?
Not for COVID. I mean, yeah, for COVID.
Oh, good lord.
But I've got a call. All children went back to school. They all come back with colds and runny noses and everything. Luckily, it wasn't COVID, but I've
didn't
caught
have-
the bloody thing.
Yeah.
10p. That's 50p.
50p.
So so we I think we're doing the rounds with the colds now up here. That's why it's a good idea to have a whiskey tasting to help get rid of it.
Marion Shepherd and that gentleman there.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know them, but hi. Nice to meet you. We'll meet in person, I hope, in due course.
We will at some
19th of May.
19th.
I'll keep
You can
plugging
book now as well. Send us an email saying
Yes.
you want to book in and
it.
get
Don't all
something.
book on 19th of May.
No, try not to.
You know, spread it out a bit.
Yeah, we'll tell you if you can fit you in or not. Keith's our website man. He'll get bombarded, and we'll have to bloody get him to sort it out. So, Ben Riak. We're moving on. Ben Riak. It's 14 years old. Hopefully are you all charged? Have you got your Ben Riak ready?
Can you get them tops off with that wax on and everything? It takes ages to do.
Yeah,
all
we
that,
have to dip
you know.
each one of them buggers one at a
Yeah.
time. Think yourselves lucky.
500 or 600 at a time. We're doing. Yeah. Graham,
Yeah, I think they're all
Sheffield,
managing.
Beth, are they managing? There's some people, Joanne, Fisherman's Retreat. Oh, that Fisherman's Retreat's on. Isn't it?
That's us.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
it?
that's us.
Yeah, I wonder where
We're
they're
on.
coming from. Right.
Wonderful. Ben
They're all
Riak.
charged,
Yes.
I presume.
14-year-old. So this is another special one. You're getting another treat here with this Ben Riak. This is a single cask from Ben Riak. There's how many bottles is there?
That'll be about 300.
15.
It'll be 300 now.
Well, yeah. Oh no, 225 bottles of this stuff, and I've got a couple of cases. So if you like it, there's not many places that have it. So we'll be able to sort you out with a bottle, and there is an offer on it this evening.
Really?
So it's in a rum cask, and it's peated as well. I lied. I lied. There is a peated one on. It's a peated rum cask. Sorry for the
Bottle
people
190 of 225.
who don't like the peat.
It's 52.6%.
This.
There is a bit of sharpness with it, and that's where that comes from, that higher ABV. But it's a really bonny whiskey.
You can get the sweetness of the rum cask, I think, coming out of that. Like I say, I'm struggling with it on the nose, but it is. Ben Riach have been doing some really nice stuff.
And some beautiful legs on it.
Oh.
If you swirl that round your glass and look up to the... What do they call it?
The light.
The light, yes.
Yeah, don't look at the light. Don't look at the light.
No, don't look at light.
It has got some nice legs on that.
Fabulous legs on it, that. Really has. Bit sharper than the last one because it's nearly 10% more,
There's
9%
a question
more.
for you.
Question,
someone. How is whiskey peated?
How is whiskey peated? Oh, good Lord.
Do you know it?
Yeah, no. Whiskey is peated by literally what it says. Peat. Peat smoke is burned under the barley, and it depends on the amount of peat smoke and the length of time they smoke it. With the heavier peating, the longer it's smoked. So you get a floor with tiny holes in, and underneath is a furnace, and it's burning away with peat underneath, and
the smoke rises through.
The smoke rises through, and it. Bless you, Graham's iPad. She sneezed. I think she's been.
I think it's on camera. She needs to wipe it. Bloody hell.
Anyway,
another one.
No, she's all right now. She's got it.
She's all right.
Yeah, the smoke rises through the tiny holes, and that is malting the barley. They don't use peat when it's a clean without. If it's unpeated, they just use an ordinary smoke. They'll
just be a gas
just
fired.
malt it. It's gas fired,
or...
and there's no actual penetration of the malt via the smoke with the smoke.
As the barley opens up and starts to germinate, and it absorbs all that smoke in there. So, yeah, that's basically it. It's in the maltings. It's not the water that they add or anything like that. It's all to do with the maltings.
It is.
So yeah, hopefully that's that question answered. So this is very, very lightly peated.
Hardly.
Yeah, you can hardly tell. I don't know if it
It's
has a parts per million on there.
It's a very small amount of peat in that. Not very much.
It's not. It's definitely not.
Beautiful legs on it. God Almighty. Look at legs.
You're loving your legs tonight, aren't you?
Well,
look at them ones behind you.
Look at them. Bloody hell.
No, yeah, they're good legs.
Right, put another 50p in. It was worth it.
Yeah.
Right.
So Ben Riach, has everybody tried it, or have you just nosed it so far, or everyone liking that? Or not liking it? Oh, Facebook's, we've got big thumbs up from Facebook.
Yeah.
So like I say, this is there's not many places that have it now. It's
225
bottles
from one cask.
This is a real treat for you tonight if you're enjoying this, because there's a good chance if you don't buy a bottle or a shot from us, you're not going to get to try that again. There's a good chance of that, unless you know someone who's bought one.
Then we like it, who fancy a full bottle, you know where to get it.
Exactly.
And how much is it, James?
I've not done that one.
Have you?
No, I've done it. I've just not done the price. So usually 100. It's a bit more expensive. £125 a bottle usually. Tonight it is £118.
Any single cask whiskey is always a premium because there's no other. They just have what's in that cask, them bottles, and that's it worldwide. Some of that will have gone around the world, and will be drunk or never seen again until years from now. And somebody says 10 or 20 years and says, "I've got a bottle of this. It was produced then, and it's 14-year-old." 2005 distilled.
If you wanted to buy it and keep it, it'd only go up in value over the years. It wouldn't be an initial rise on it.
It wouldn't happen for years.
But it would eventually gain some value. Probably better than putting your money in a bank.
Oh, definitely.
Definitely better than putting your money in a bank.
You can drink it too.
You can. Well, this is
if
you want to.
If it doesn't realise what you want, you can drink it.
You can open it and drink it. It won't go off.
No, it won't. Keep that cork in, you've cracked it.
Exactly. A lot of people think once they've bought one, we've had people come saying they bought a bottle of Bell's like 10 years ago.
How much is it worth now?
You know,
Well, it's probably less than what you
they
paid
think
for
it's they think it's gained another 10 years because it's been in the cupboard. Well, it hasn't. It's just bells. But
and same with any whiskey.
any whiskey
It's only worth what it's worth on day one. It's what do they call it? Rarity.
Rarity, yes.
Yeah, it's the rarity. Bells ain't rare,
No.
as you probably see.
Although some of the bells, decanters and things like that will gain a little bit of money, but nothing special. We've got some on website.
Yeah,
if you're interested in Queen Mother and all that,
yeah,
we've got some of them.
She's our next guest, but she couldn't get here tonight.
No. So Benriach, the distillery was established by John Duff in 1898, close to the Longmorn distillery, which was also owned by Duff. The distilleries were joined by a private railway with a private steam locomotive, the Puggy, to transport coal barley, peat and barrels between the distilleries. So it was founded in 1898, 2 wash stills and 2 spirit stills. But again, they built it at the wrong time. For Duff, he chose to open the Benriach distillery in the biggest economic crash the whiskey market had ever seen, also known as the Pattison crash. So it opened in 1898 and it stopped in 1900. So it didn't do a great deal. Very short-lived. It was 65 years until the Benriach distillery opened again. So 65 years. So 1960.
Mothballed for 65.
Yeah. So just sat there doing nothing.
I wish we'd have bought it.
I know. Well, you could have done. You were around, weren't you?
I
weren't around.
You weren't around.
No. The only reason. Well, let's see. One more.
You were a thought in your father's.
So it says. Well, I weren't even a thought.
No, you probably weren't.
Where are we? Christ, you've lost me now. Where are we? 65 years, yeah. The only reason it stayed open was Longmorn was using its floor for the maltings, so the Benriach maltings were still in operation, and Longmorn was using that malting, so that's the only reason it kept open or kept as a distillery in that respect. It's changed hands a few times over the years. Where are we? Then it was mothballed. It was mothballed again by Pernod Ricard, who owned Seagram's. Decided it was time to mothball the distillery again. Back in 2001, I think that was. But was soon to conveniently renamed the Benriach Distillery Company Limited. So it's been reopened. It's part of the other the group that owns the Glendronach and the Glenglassaugh.
Glendronach and Glenglassaugh last time, and this is the same group now. Small group distillery that group. They have a small group of distillers, the 3 of them, and they're producing some nice whiskies.
Yeah, the Benriach and the Glendronach are doing some really great releasing. They've got some real big followers that love the cask stuff that they're doing, the single cask, the 18-year-old and all the rest of it.
We had some nice ones last time.
We've had some beautiful ones. So this is quite funny actually. Considering Benriach was originally bought for around 5 million, the company sold it for an insane 285 million when they sold it. So they got a good turnaround on that one. We thought Bruichladdich did pretty well with selling to Remy, didn't we? But
they bought for 5 or 7 million,
yeah,
6 million.
6 million. Sold
for 57 million 12 years later. Not a bad turnaround. I knew me and Ken should have bought it.
You should.
We should. Anyway, water on the bridge.
It is. So that was Benriach. I think, did everybody enjoy that? Have you got round to finishing it? Or have you sealed it back up?
Yeah. Keith?
Ready for the next one?
Yeah.
Keith, thumbs up.
More
thumbs
egg?
Up. Yeah. Sheffley's moved
No,
to there now.
more
Sheffley
egg
was over there. She's moved down there now.
Yeah, they're dodging about, aren't they?
No, they're moving all around. Yeah. Unless people are turning off and muting us.
I don't know. Anyway, on this 14-year-old, something to look forward to. 18 months ago, I went up to Scotland. You probably saw it on any Facebook followers or one thing or another. went up to Scotland with a cask in the back of my car, and it was a fortified wine cask, which I split a 200 litre cask into it. I filled it with 100 litres, that's all it did all. The other 100 litres was edition 6, which some of you
I don't
will
know
have
who's
tried.
had edition 6. I'm sure a few of you have had edition 6.
But in May, I wanted to get that, last September, I wanted to take that out of Bruichladdich, but because of COVID and all the regulations and everything else, I couldn't get there and I couldn't get it out. So it stayed there until I've transferred it to a warehouse now, and it will stay there until May the 14th. And after May the 14th, it is 14 years old officially. And at that point, we are going to bottle the 100 litres of 6.1, we're going to call it. So
it's going to be a follow-on from our edition 6, and again, it's going to be very limited, probably 200 bottles-ish. So we're really looking forward to that coming out. It's going to be.
I've tried it.
When did you try it?
6-8 months ago, we had a sample down.
We did.
I think,
We did. Yeah. So it'll have changed again in that
very
time.
nice,
I'm sure.
very nice whiskey. So we're looking forward to bottling that and producing that, and that'll be on one of our whiskey tastings and available here as well.
We'll get a pre-launch thing like we have done with the other editions, and we'll get it all sorted and let you know as soon as we get something.
So that'll
online.
be
Oh, he's dancing again.
14-year-old. Yeah, is he? Oh yeah. Look at them.
He's doing
They're
it.
happy
He
lads,
can't-
aren't they?
Put it
bloody hell.
away. Put your shirt back on.
Put
you.
your shirt back on.
Christ.
Aye. Yeah.
No need for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she were doing it, it'd be a different thing, but not you. No.
Right.
Right. What we on now, James?
Glenrothes.
Glenroth is in the dumpy bottle. Probably who knows this bottle? Do you all know that bottle? Quite a noted bottle. Glenroth has always produced a dumpy bottle like this, and let's hope it's not a dumping whiskey, eh? I don't think it will be.
it will be.
Well, it wasn't.
Ben
It
Riach.
weren't
I'm
last night,
I'm
was it?
savouring this.
It was very nice, that Ben Riach. I think everybody enjoyed that, including us. There we go. If you can all see it, can you see that all right? Ben Roma, they can't. They go and do lolly tap them two buggers.
Well, they're ones that would be sat in corner of room that you'd end up throwing out, aren't they?
Yeah, they would. They would. At least
There's always someone that.
Yeah, we can. We can turn them off.
Yeah,
can't
we can turn them right down.
Anyway, so Glenrothes.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What have I been trying?
Not much on the nose. No, not much at all on there.
You don't think?
Michael's worse than yours, probably.
Well, very heavy. You can tell it's sherry.
Oh, that's sweet. Good. Deep-bodied. Lovely flavour on the tongue. That beautiful. Really nice. 18-year-old. That's what we were trying earlier in the week, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, really nice. Really heavily sherried that. That's, another beautiful 18-year-old. And yeah, matured only in sherry seasoned oak casks. And a high proportion is first fill bottled in natural colour. So when they're doing these bottlings and everything, obviously the last one that we tried was a single cask. So that whiskey that we've all the Ben Riach that we just tried before is from one single cask. Now a lot of obviously that's just not economical to do it for them on that sort of level. So when they're producing a mass amount of whatever age it may be, 12s, 15s, 18s, 20s, they'll vat together a lot of different whiskies. And then, like I said before, even this 18-year-old could have some older whiskey in it. It could have 20-year-old in there. It could have 23-year-old. Who knows? But they've got to get that same taste every time to repeat the 18-year-old, to get it pretty exact to each release that they do of it. And they do a fantastic job at getting it done. Sometimes it changes, and you'll get and if you get a significant change and it's for the better, they'll leave it as it is. But if they're continually releasing these 18-year-olds and things like that, then they're vatting these whiskies together, and the master distillers are tasting them all the time, trying to get it exactly the same or as near as damn it as best they can. And I think they do a cracking job. But like I say, you get an 18-year-old, but there could be older whiskey in it. But the youngest whiskey that is in that bottle is 18-year-old.
Yeah, there could be some others. As James says, they've got editions of 10-year-old, 12-year-old, 15, 18 and 25-year-old. And the 25-year-old is quite an iconic one. We're not trying it tonight, but we may be doing on another occasion.
On our own?
Yes, but to start with, yes.
Well, I think price will be a bit higher
definitely, yeah. But, yeah, it's a bonny dram.
It's beautiful.
It really is.
It's really nice. I think Andy liked, I think,
Yeah,
the
so does
Glenrothes.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
She just finished it. Bugger me, Elizabeth. Yeah. You're next
You're
to
next
bed.
to Christ. So what we're thinking of the Glenrothes? I'm guessing you've all had a nose of it and
It's
more likely a taste of it. What's your thoughts on the Glenrothes?
All good.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
All right, you like that?
Half and half.
Yeah, good.
That's good because so that we're getting a feeling the majority of whiskies you're trying this evening, you've all given the thumbs up to.
Oh, yeah,
Some
there you
some weren't 100% on the first one on the Deanston, but we started low and we're getting better and better as we go through these.
Oh well, no.
Oh, no, that's not-
Graham's
Graham,
iPad is
no.
Is not.
Not a keen fan on that
No.
one. Oh yes, she is.
She was just shaking her head.
We couldn't see because she sneezed on it before.
Oh, empty. Oh,
That's it.
her bottle's empty. That's what she were minded about. Well, it's her own fault that.
Well, you can go onto our online shop. It is available by the dram, or the bottle. Oh, she's not still at Bourneville. She's not even. I don't think she's had a piece yet.
She not.
Oh, she has. Oh, Christ.
Anyway, yeah, Glenrothes is in Fife. This is it's away up in. It's 30 miles north of Edinburgh. That's where Glenrothes is, and it's not on the usual route of the whiskey trail, like Speyside and all them.
I've been past it, but I've never been in. I
No,
was going to
I've
go
never
in,
been
but
in
it was
either,
throwing
and
down. I didn't bother.
I am going to go. It was closed when I went past.
Was it?
So I'm going to hit that one at some point.
Well, I think we
When
should
we
do
finished all this lockdown.
I think we should do a whiskey tour.
Would you
Who's up
like
for a
to
whiskey tour?
Would you like to come? Yes.
Yeah.
Glenrothes, yes. He's coming
I
with me
think
to
we've got a
Glenrothes.
few up for a whiskey tour. I think that would be.
Oh, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
we
We'd
could
like
do.
to go on a whiskey tour.
I've just said that.
No,
there we
I
got more.
said-
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
there
you
you
got
go.
more of a reaction
Yeah.
than me.
Yeah,
Obviously.
there you go. Well, it's for me, you see.
It's that. Well, I said I'm
And
just
the
here.
draw, you see.
Well, exactly, you are.
It's the
You
older
are.
person, I think.
It is the
that
mature,
is.
the
The
matureness.
mature. Must be.
Matureness. Is it
Mature.
matureness?
Yeah. It'll come, James.
Oh, no.
To you. Don't
Well,
worry
I'm
about
not
it. It will
rushing
come.
it. I'm not too fussed about that.
Now this is.
I'm getting near the end of my pint now.
Right, you better pull another. I've been dripped on my jacket. Right, because he closed the door. Who's tried the?
Yeah, who had a tipsy? Not tipsy. No, 2 meters apart. Who ordered one of them? Anyone? Is it any good? Are you enjoying it?
Is it all right?
Oh, we get thumbs up.
Yeah, more
Keith's
eggs.
finished his. Christ.
More eggs, fella. Good. Right.
Well, you know where to come and try one when we're back home.
Yeah, it'll be straight out of this pump.
Bottle's
Right,
good, but it's better out at draft.
Oh, cracking. Look at the head settling on that, just to make it mouth-watering for you. Aren't we awful? Eh? I bet you're gagging for a pint like that, aren't you? Eh? Bless you all. Hey, if only doors were open, eh? You'd be rushing up here now, wouldn't you?
You won't be behind here though.
No.
You'd leave that to every bugger else. Excuse me. Oh, thank you.
And that's another 50.
Oh, another 50. Did we give a price on? We didn't do a price. Oh, Christ. We didn't do a price on the Glenrothes. So this is a good one. You're going to like this, I think. Well, it depends on what your spending patterns are. Glenrothes 18-year-old. It was 95. Tonight, it is £80. I think that's probably
We're giving it away. Is that
near
a
enough.
mistake?
No, it's not. Is it?
We're just giving too much away.
No, it's not a mistake.
Are you sure?
They printed it. It's there.
Well, I
Yeah.
know. printing can be wrong, you know.
I'm not lying. That's what it says. So yeah, you're getting a cracking deal tonight on that.
On everything.
Well, on everything, yeah.
Look at that pint.
And what we can do.
Good Lord. God, we're lucky, aren't we?
We're very lucky.
Second night like this.
I know. I don't think I can get pissed tonight, to be honest.
Sweater.
What cask finish do you prefer?
Fisherman's Retreat.
Yeah, exactly. All the time. We're not biased in any way. Fisherman's Retreat. I don't. Who said that? Yeah, we're on Facebook, so we can't.
Anyway,
Think it's you.
what's a cask? What we've been doing for the last 10, 15 years is buying an odd cask or two, or going to distilleries with a cask and saying, will you fill this cask? And they are wine casks, right? And certain distillers have said to me, you don't put it in a wine cask straight away, you put it in a bourbon and then you finish it in a wine cask. And my retort to them was, who wrote the rules? Is there a certain rule that you should put it in a bourbon cask just because there was a surplus of bourbon casks coming from America who couldn't use them twice, so they had to ship them off somewhere who buy them, which was Scotland. So the wine cask, I thought, let's try something different, and we've started this putting wine casks in from our good friends in Yalumba from the Barossa Valley, the oldest family-owned winery in Australia, by the way. And we started this, and it's coming to fruition now. And we've had a few editions already in wine casks, but they were varied sorts. A couple of French casks and one thing and another. Well, mainly French casks, wine casks. But it had been in there all the time. And those editions, which I think some of you, or not all of you, but some of you, have bought bottles of and experienced it and are quite pleased with. But they must be, because we've sold out of them.
Yeah.
Now then, our latest edition is, I quite remember putting this down in 8 years ago. I took it to...
No, 7.
No, I know, but it's 8.
Is it?
Yeah. I took these casks. It's the 8th year.
Ah, the 8th year.
If whiskey in a cask is in that cask for 7 years and 6 months, it's a 7-year-old. Until it reaches that point, like our next one on the 14th of May, it will then be a 14-year-old. This particular one is 7. It was August filled, so it's from August till now. We filled it last month.
If we'd have bottled it in August, it would have been an 8-year-old.
This August, that is.
Yes.
So we're bottling this now. We bottled it. We needed another edition coming out. I got the sample from Arran. It's an Arran cask, Arran distillation, and it's well, you've all got one there, and if you want,
and a few of you may have bought a bottle anyway when we had it on
you
offer.
We put it on an offer, and anybody do that? Did anybody?
Anyone partake in a bottle of Edition 8?
No, Edition 8. No.
Andy's up there. His thumbs up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
got a couple of others.
Here is Edition 8 in your little
We
bottle.
didn't answer the question though.
What was that?
What's your favourite cask finish? Fisherman's. Well, we said Fisherman's.
We said Fisherman's Retreat.
Yeah.
We don't finish them. We actually put them in the cask to start with. That's what I was getting at.
So devoid of ours, what would be your particular?
Well, one of our first edition was an Arran distillation, 16 years in a sherry cask, and it was absolutely stunning.
It was, yes. Yeah. No, it was beautiful.
It was light of colour, similar to this one.
I think I'm not sure if it, because I think it had been in that for 16 years. I think that might have been a second fill. Because it wasn't too harsh a sherry.
No, it weren't at all.
Because I do like lovely. A sherry finish, but sometimes
it's not as
it can
heavy
be,
as that last sherry.
No, It can be too heavy for me, and I'm not overly fond of the really heavy cask finish. To be honest, depending on the whiskey, depending what's put in the barrel, depending what kind of barrel it is, depends on what kind of whiskey you're going to get out of it. So there's lots of it. I like the bourbon finishes. I like the sherry finishes. I like the wine finishes. It just depends how it comes out.
And again, my favourite is like a nice sherry finish or something like that. That's what our first edition was, and I was very, very pleased with that.
No, it comes out beautiful.
But the thing is, in this job, you taste such a lot of different whiskies. It's hard work, isn't it, James?
It's terrible. We have to go through this just for you people out there.
I hope you appreciate what we do every week. Finding these whiskies.
I'm going to say that's why I look so rough. But
if anybody wants to join us one evening, they can do, but they'll have to be COVID injected and fully suited up. PPE, is it called?
PPE.
Yeah, you have to get your full PPE.
Get your PPE on, so you won't be able to drink it anyway.
No, he won't. He'll just have to watch us. Anyway, so what we'll do, have you all poured the...
Well, she'll move on to...
said whiskey.
Our latest edition, edition 8, which is just giving you a rundown of anyway.
Yeah. Now this is...
The way that pours is very nice. That pours better than any of the others, I think.
It does, actually.
I believe that.
I
just the way it comes out of the bottle. Just it's cracking.
It really is. It's nice. That Fisherman's Retreat. It's a black label with gold writing on. Classy. And it's like I say, our edition 8, 50%, and it's been in a Viognier cask. A white wine cask. It had white wine in for 2 or 3 years. Year on, again, Viognier in again, Viognier in again. They only use them and keep wine in them for 12 months and then use them again, and then they rotate them, and eventually their life ends within about 4 to 5 years. If you get wine left in one for longer, then it starts becoming what they call fortified, and that's when we have some of them casks, and that's what number 6.1 is going to be out of. As I said earlier, it was transferred into that.
Just on the cask as well, we have not said it's an American oak, not European. European oak tends to be less dense than American oak, so when they're using European oak, you get a lot more whiskey escape in the barrel to the angel share than you will using American oak. American oak is a lot more dense, and so you won't get as much spirit escape in the barrel. And obviously these, your lumber have their own cooperage.
They do?
Someone else did as well. Was it Ben Riach?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ben Riach. Oh, I missed that bit now. Was it Ben Riach?
I'm not sure.
No, it was one of them anyway.
We can recap.
We can look back. But
fabulous legs on it.
It is.
Fabulous legs.
Bloody legs. Christ.
Yeah. I know, but
they are good legs.
love legs.
That great.
If you swill that round your glass, get that round your glass, put it to that angle, turn it round so you go full.
Oh, look at them ones. There you go.
360 degrees of the glass.
Some of them might have sucked it by now.
Lift it up and look at them legs. Beautiful.
Very viscous. That's the oil in the whiskey.
Anyway.
Beautiful.
And another thing about this whiskey, it's very Moorish. When I first tasted
it was last night.
It
was.
When I first tasted it, I thought, oof,
I
made a mistake bottling it.
I was with you on that one because you just brought it back from Scotland, and we pulled it out of the van, and it was bloody minus something, and we tried it, and I went, oh shit. There we go. And I thought, I'm not 100% on this, but we left it in the glass, let it warm up to room temperature, and my God, what a change! It was just that temperature.
If you get this,
just nothing come from it, nothing. Yeah. It was quite harsh, and I was like, and then it warmed up. We tried it the next day. It had warmed up, and we thought, wow, that is we've definitely not made a mistake.
We thought we had,
We thought we had.
but not at all. It's a very Moorish whiskey, and I think the more you try it, you may feel it's a bit sharp at first, but don't be frightened of putting that drop of water in. Like I said, with the pipette, don't be frightened at all. What do you think about it, Keith? Yeah,
Double
you
thumbs
like
up.
it?
He's got
Double
two thumbs up. Anyone else? What's anyone's thoughts
Do you
on
like
this one?
this or what? Yeah,
Yeah, we've got thumbs up.
yeah, quite a few thumbs
Quite
up.
a lot of
Good.
thumbs.
Not everybody, but not everybody's the same. That's what I say. Whiskey
Half and
tastings are on the individual taste, nothing else. It's what we like, what you like. We're all different.
Well, this is a single cask release, and we've got 2 more barrels of this.
Yes,
Yeah.
2 more
So
casks
this
of
is
that.
the first release of this series, if you will. So this is
3
a
casks.
7-year-old, nearly 8-year-old.
We're gonna
The next one will possibly be a 10-year-old.
9 or 10.
9 or 10.
We might get tempted and
We might. It depends what it comes out. Obviously, we get samples delivered to us when we request them, and we try it regularly to see when it's ready to come out. And yeah, it was when we tasted that sample for this one, we thought, we can do something with that. We can work with that. We'll release it. And then when we tried it, we went shit. Oh, Christ.
That's too.
But then it warmed up. We got to room temperature. It releases so many flavours. Yesterday, more so, I was getting almonds. I was getting nutty flavours and things like that. Really nice.
Get it warm. Get it warm. It's like wine.
We're not allowed to put the heating on in here, so it's cool again.
That's
We've
true.
got we're living by a fire. And
Yes.
We're only putting lights on tonight because he'll let us. We normally have to work by candlelight.
Well, we're not, do you know electric bill here is
Yeah.
a fortune, I'll tell
It
you,
is.
just to keep it going and heard. It's no good. It's and they all want to come in here and work and
Who
don't
do?
they? You and Jill and my wife.
Well, yeah,
And
we
they
have
want
to.
peat on, and I said no, you're not having peat on. Light fire. So light fire. I like the fire. No bugger else likes the fire, and so.
Well,
Yeah,
we just put a coat on. But yeah,
Well,
we're
just-
quite privileged. We're allowed lights. This evening.
we're actually
We've got beer. You can drink beer, but you can't have your lights on.
we've done a big project while we've been closed, and we've put a new
Christ.
heating system
So
in,
go on a bit.
which will go. Well, it's going live anytime. We've got hot water on.
We've got hot
haven't
water. Basically, we've got a heating system in which converts the heat from our lodge up behind us.
Top lake.
If you know of it. So we put a big pipe system in.
5 kilometre pipe. we
5
put in.
kilometres. And we'll put some pictures on Facebook. I was swimming through the lodge with my wetsuit on, laying this bloody pipe in the lodge. You do it. And now the heat for our water is generated via the lodge. So
And heat pumps.
heat pumps. So it's very environmental. That lodge used to service all the mills down the valley and give them clean energy. Now it's giving us clean energy in heating and in water. So this is just a bit of something we've been doing.
Yeah, it's a green energy.
A green energy. There's a little offshoot there for you all.
Yeah, it's cost a fortune, and we haven't turned a penny.
No. But where do we go with that?
And then they want me to put heating on. Well,
Yeah,
we're going to have to wait till we get that fired up and heating hills in.
So
Yeah.
that's why we can't turn.
We just
lights
like the
on.
fire.
We like the fire
There's
instead.
not a lot of heat. from
As
it.
you may have heard, we've argued over the fire a few times.
Well,
But
Don't quote the
edition
fire.
8. Oh, God, it's just an hour. Just an hour.
We did
But
that
we've got
one.
more to come. We've got more to come. So, Fisherman's Retreat. Who liked it? Who enjoyed it? We've done
did you
that
all
already.
like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Graham.
Oh, Christ. Loads of thumbs there.
Oh, Graham was too busy drinking it.
You can't.
He is.
No, he's too cool to put his thumb up.
All good.
Oh, it's out. Oh, oof. You need to drink. You need to drink more of it, then, Graham. You need to drink more of it.
Pour
So,
it 10 minutes before you want
You,
to drink
you need
it.
to get a bottle tonight before price goes up because it was 55 this evening. It's 50.
Just tonight.
Just tonight and
For orders
possibly
in
till
next
tomorrow
24
until
hours.
I turn it off. But yeah, we really enjoyed that. It's a cracking drop of whiskey. I think it is. Anyway,
Yeah, it is.
you think it is?
We're very pleased. I've given an odd sample to a couple of friends of mine, and they said that's probably one at best you've produced so far. It's our 8th edition, and we're very proud of it.
You know, it's got rid of my heart. And also, after last night, I found out it is actually very good to help you sleep. If you drink a hell of a lot of it,
yeah,
it'll knock you out. Forget them sleeping tablets.
He
Just
went
have a bottle
home
of
at 8:30 last night. I don't know.
I'm going to have another.
Yeah,
I'm going to have sleep again.
He went home at 8:30 last night. Well, we both did, didn't we?
Yeah.
We had an early start, and we finished early. And he was in bed at 9:30. His wife tells me.
Yeah, I was told to go to bed.
Yes.
So
my wife didn't tell me that. I just fell asleep on the couch.
yeah, well.
But there you go. That's how it is.
So,
well,
excuse me.
number 3, online whiskey tasting.
Who's enjoyed this evening? Who's enjoyed the whiskies?
Have you
this
enjoyed
evening?
it all, or what? Yeah.
Yeah.
I
think honestly, I think that's probably one of our best lineups so far.
Yeah, it has been. They've all been pretty good, but this one is quite pleasant.
Yeah, definitely.
More egg, yeah. Great. Very nice
We're
to
getting
see
a lot
thumbs
from
up.
Facebook. Oh, we're getting thumbs up from Facebook. Any more questions on Facebook or not? No, whatever it might be.
No, don't get too many questions.
No,
we can't answer them.
No, he wants to go and
We're
sit
not,
next to the
we're
fire
not
then.
experts.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you've all enjoyed it. I'm glad we've put. I think that's a great array of whiskies we've put on tonight. We try and do the best we can, and we try and keep away from the younger stuff.
Director's here again.
Christ, she's holding her thing up.
Do you prefer peated or non-peated? Let me tell you something.
Can I
There
go
are
and sit in front of fire? You'll be here all night. Can I tell you something? Oh, Christ. Started now.
Right. Peated or unpeated? The question just come in. Do we like peated or unpeated? I think, and I know through my own experience, that whiskey is a mood drink. If you're in a certain sort of mood, then you need a bit of a, not aggressive. I don't mean aggressive. Yes, I do mean aggressive. If you something like that, and you're fed up with things and one thing and another, then there's nothing better than an Ardbeg, well peated, a good peated whiskey, and you just want to sit at front of fire quietly on your own and simmer. Now then, there's other times where, say in summer and late evening, you may just say, do you fancy a dram, love? Yeah, what should we have? Yeah. Well, we'll have edition number 8, or edition this or that of the Fisherman's, or another light whiskey. And do you know, one of them is, I love a Glenmorangie. It's one of the sweetest whiskies you can get, in actual fact. Glenmorangie, 10-year-old, and all their editions are very, very gentle and very nice. Now, I always say it's a mood drink, and in whatever mood you're in, that can dictate what whiskey you're going to drink that night. And you think about it. If you come home in a bit of you've had a real shit day at work or whatever, shit into it.
Shit is a word.
Is it?
Oh, shit, said it again.
Right. Anyway, you know what I mean. You have one of them days, and you know we've got some faces here I know of who some high flyers and everything else, and we all have that sort of day at work where you want to just bury your head in a glass of Ardbeg, Lagavulin, or what's the other one on that? Lafroig. All them heavily peated whiskies, but on the other side of the coin, like I say, you could be in a summer evening and just fancy a dram,
a nice light easy
light easy dram, because you're in a mellow mood and think, right, I'll just fancy a whiskey. I fancied one 2 nights ago. I looked in the cupboard, I hadn't got a light whiskey, I hadn't got any whiskey actually, which is unreal. And I actually declined. I shut the cupboard door and had a cocoa. Have you ever had a cocoa instead of a whiskey? Well, I did the other night, and that was.
Well, I've done the same. I've sometimes poured and you think, oh, I'll have an Ardbeg, and then I've got it in the glass. I've poured it and I've got. just actually don't fancy that. So I've drank it and got something else instead. Yeah, it is definitely a mood drink. I agree with you on that one.
Thanks, son.
No, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's all right.
But yeah, I'd say there's certain moods, certain times you want to have a certain whiskey. Or it depends what you're doing. If you're just trying a whiskey, or you're trying to,
Yes. Oh, yeah. You've
going
got to
through
try them
them.
all, and that's what we do. Do you need any more planings from Wayne?
If they're free, Wayne, yes.
If they're free,
Yeah. We'll have all your planings if they're
we'll
free.
have all planings that you're stuck with.
That was a question from Facebook, I do believe.
Yes.
wasn't it? Yes.
Yes.
So
Um,
we're discussing business as well as whiskey.
If anybody's into tarmac job out there, we need full load of tarmac if there's any coming off.
We need to finish our road so
Yeah,
you can
the
actually
new
get
road
in.
going round because we're going to take the old road out. We've been doing lots of work here. You'll all be surprised when you start coming back, the regulars that know the place. We've refurbished the whole of the culvert round the retreat. We've had some massive floods and it's coped with it all. It's been grand.
When you all come in, you're all going to get a cup of hot water because we've got hot water now.
Yes,
as well.
yes,
So
and that's
it. And if you
50p
want
a
us,
glass.
I was going to say we could send it out in a
and
little
if you
thermos.
swear, you get it's a pound a glass. Okay.
yeah.
with loads of hot water and it. Aye.
Well, we've
Yeah.
done quite well tonight.
We have actually. It's
Right. So well,
now full.
I think we've bored you. Well, I don't think we've bored them. Have we?
No, well, I don't think
Maybe some of you.
We have a light-hearted whiskey tasting. I don't know
Yeah.
if you've noticed that. We don't get too serious about the smell, the nose, and everything else. As I say,
it's up to you. You
everybody's.
try it and you enjoy it. You like it. You know if you want to buy it. You know if you want to avoid it. You know everything really. That's why we're doing it. We don't want to tell you what you should be tasting. We don't want to tell you what you should be smelling. It's totally up to yourselves. Just enjoy the whiskey if you can
and try it.
and
Yeah.
try it.
And we haven't got a
then
script.
Buy it.
We haven't got a script, you know. You probably noticed because it's a load of.
Crap. No.
No, it's not.
No,
It's not.
It's not.
I talk sense.
Who told you that?
on the odd occasion, I have done.
Yes.
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 I can't remember
Once
just
or
when.
twice. No.
But anyway.
Not after a load of whiskey. But it is that time again. I know you've all been waiting for it. This is the main moment. Bear with me because I can't find what I'm looking
here.
for. Oh, it's there.
It's right under your nose. His vision's gone since last night.
It's that time again. I know you've all been looking forward
This
to
is a
it.
kid's
It's not a kid's, it's a professional.
kid's toy.
Who brought the bloody handle?
You're putting it wrong end.
No, it's not. It's not. That's the end. Right. Well, someone's brought me bloody thing now. Christ, kids are going to be upset. And it goes that way. Right. Well,
Told you.
we're going to do the raffle.
Are we?
We're going to do the. You have to look at them.
Oh my.
I'll
God.
pull. I'll handle the balls, and you look at them.
Did you hear that, love? That's you out of a
No.
job.
I've not put them bloody pints down yet. Christ.
Oh dear.
Right, so well, we're going to do the raffle now. I think we've got a few prizes. What we're going to go with first? What do you think? Oh, here we are. A bottle of Angus. You can't get it anywhere else in this country, only from us. So whoever wins this is very lucky.
Yeah, they are. You're all lucky.
Well, you're all lucky.
I look at mirror in the morning and think my wife's so lucky.
Hey,
I
Christ.
do. Anyway,
Yes.
she has
so
other
carry
things
on.
on her mind, but there you go.
So, raffle. First one, which way do we go? That way or that way? Let's do it. Oh, we've got one. First on is number 75. Number 75.
75. Andrew Ashton.
Andrew Ashton. He
Is he
might not
on-
be on
is
our
he
screen.
on-
He could be on Facebook. He could
Is
be
he on
anywhere.
Facebook or is he on... No, he's not on...
He's not on here. He's not
So-
putting his thumbs up, is he?
No.
So, you've won a bottle of Angus. We'll mark that down. Executive producer.
Can you remember that? Number 75, Andrew Ashton.
Oh. Now we've got 3 bottles of Tipsy Porridge.
Yes.
8%, so if you're having a
And you
night
do
in,
drink this and fall into bed with
yeah,
it.
well, if you're having a night in, that's the stuff you want to be drinking. So we'll get this going. Here we are.
Come on, there. Is it?
What's
Come on.
that line on the 6, isn't it? That's 6. Number 6.
Number 6. Andy Kelly.
Andy.
Who's Andy Kelly?
There, Andy in the corner.
Oh, right, Andy. You've got 3 bottles of
Tipsy porridge. Just to
gunpowder.
finish you off.
It's liquid gunpowder.
He's happy. He's putting
Oh,
his
he
thumbs
seems
up.
it, yeah.
he's-
Oh, well, that's good.
so that's them
Right.
ones. Move them out of the way.
All right. I've got all the papers
Oh, right.
here. Come on.
Oh.
There.
Now, next one. 2 metres apart. This is bottled by hand, which some of you have had this evening.
Her Hans bottled it. Yes.
She was near.
Yeah.
She was in our thoughts. But I'll do the.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Turn
thinking.
the ball.
Yes, the
Turn
ball.
the ball.
Oh, there we go.
Come on.
Hold on. 19.
19. I wish I were. Bloody hell. Howard Taylor.
Howard Taylor.
4. What's Howard Taylor for?
I'm not sure. Oh,
Anyway.
he's putting his glass up to the screen. Is he saying he's got a?
Is it no?
Is he on a tipsy or is he on something else?
I don't know.
No, he's not
Oh,
on a
he's on.
tipsy.
What's it? He's on. Yeah.
He's on something.
Yeah. Anyway, Howard Taylor.
You've
4.
won 3 bottles of 2 metres apart,
2 meters apart.
and it's a cracking pack. If you've not had it, you'll enjoy it.
Right. What else have we got?
Is this all one?
Yes.
Right,
Golly.
so you've got. I think Maura might win this one. She might like this. She don't like our big, does she?
Moira.
No, Maura.
Maura.
Gats. It's so 2 our bigs. I'm gonna
Turn
roll
it
again.
round, you might get it.
Well, which way? I never bloody remember which way.
James, you play with it more than anyone.
My wife does that nowadays. Number 52.
Hold on. Where are we? 52. Jan Kuendigger.
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 Hey.
Who's that? Anybody there? No.
Not on our screen. Oh,
Ah, that's good.
no,
Right.
no one there. Have we got anything else? Is that it?
That's it.
Are you sure?
Should we pull for a
Should,
bottle?
should we do? What about?
No, we can't reseal that. Give him a fuller.
Are you sure? She's being
I'm
generous.
not
You're just telling me the bloody cheap.
I know it's too much.
We
isn't
can have that, can't we?
it? Yeah, we can have that. Yeah.
Number. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll, a bottle of Edition 8. We're feeling generous. We've had a couple of whiskies.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we do it
Should
or
we?
not? Should we?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go on.
we'll do.
You've been a good crowd. There's
for-
100 and
for a
odd of
bottle
you,
of Edition
and
8.
one of you is going to be really, really lucky. And don't forget to come in and say how lucky you are that you know us.
Maybe they have to come in and
Okay.
collect it, and then we don't deliver it.
Right. You've got to come and collect it. Let's put it. That's the provisor. He only lives in bloody Germany.
Oh, there we are. Right, number 4.
Oh, bugger me. Where are we? 4. Peter Tomset. Who's that? It's not on Zoom, is he?
He's not there. Is he on Facebook?
Peter Tomset on Facebook.
Not
must
there.
be.
We can't see him anywhere.
Whatever. He's not on there.
But he's won a bottle of.
Is that Peter?
He's Pete. He's showing his face.
He is on Zoom.
He's-
Why, you little bugger? Why haven't you been showing your face?
Did you not want to bloody share yourself with us?
No.
No, you don't. No, that's come out a bit wrong. But you've won. Well done, Pete. If it is you,
Is that you?
It just would be called Pete. We don't
Pete.
actually know.
It could be any bugger.
It
Anyway,
could be someone called Pete. But anyway, that's it. That's the raffle done.
we'll probably get 10 Peter Tomsets phoning in saying it's them.
That's
Anyway.
it. And that's the end of our tasting. It's it's been a good night.
It has been a good night. I hope you've all enjoyed it. We've enjoyed it actually. It's funny talking to a screen all the time. Much different than when we do our whiskey tastings in the big room there. But for people that don't probably go out much or visit a whiskey tasting, come to whiskey tastings or whatever, this is an ideal thing. And we're hoping to keep on going after lockdown. Are you all up for that? Yes.
No, good.
Yeah,
We've got a
that's
good few
good.
in
A
there.
few here on our Zoomers.
Can I do
yeah.
it from home?
We can do it from your house. Yeah, of course you can. We can do it from anywhere.
But yeah, as
Because
soon as
another thing
we,
we've done, we put excellent fibre optic into here during the
yeah,
lockdown.
not today though. We were still on old speed, but we will do. We will be on full speed soon, and you'll get us in full clarity.
Have you got
and
all the
full
BT?
HD.
Have you sorted?
I've sorted BT. Yeah.
You have.
I have. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
two BT guys.
The next one we should be. Well, hopefully you've
We put
received us
half a
loud and
mile
clear
of
this
ducting
evening.
in, and these BT guys couldn't believe how quick we'd done it. They said, "How long did that take you?" A week. I said, "No, a day and a half." And we had it all in. 3 ductings, water pipe, the whole lot, full Monty. This is the work we've been doing, and nobody will see what we've done because it's all underground
will.
work. Well, they'll see it.
They'll see it.
They'll see some of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a
you'll
new
see.
road.
You've got a
as
new
well.
road coming.
Anybody with loads of tarmac? 2 load of tarmac I need. So don't forget, Wayne, get your lads. When you pick that tarmac up, you know, what is it? Planings. Try and get into lads that's got a load over somewhere. Ah, look at him, he's blowing us kisses. Be careful.
Is he?
Be careful.
But I hope you've all enjoyed this evening. I know there's not a lot.
You're blowing them to her.
Oh,
You're blowing them to her. Ah, yeah. Well, she's mine. You've had it. You've had it.
No, we hope you've all enjoyed going through these whiskies with us. There's been a fantastic selection of whiskies this evening. I don't know what we're going to do for the next one. Maybe a couple of Isla malts in there. Mark's putting his thumb up at that one.
Yeah,
Mark.
yeah.
It's like being here, isn't it? Mark and Lynn have been to everybody whiskey
Every whiskey
tasting.
tasting for
If
last-
not one of them, like 2 of them. It's,
Last 30 years, we've only been open 28. Oh, look at her, she's fanning herself.
She is. Oh, Christ.
No, she's
She's
been
a
on
bit warm.
Bourneville, though, hasn't she? She's been on
She's
Bourneville.
on Bourneville. That's
Yeah.
you get a bit
There we
bothered.
go. Anyway, it's nice to see smiley faces on our Zoom. That we can only see the Zoom people, and it's
we're
really
not
nice
seeing
to
the
see.
Facebook at the minute, but
I can see Graham and the top of Sheffield head, but there we go.
that sounds a bit dodgy.
Yes, he does. I wonder why he had a smile on his face all night.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. It's good night from him,
And it's good night from him,
and it's good night from us.
and we'll see you again soon.
God bless you all. We think you're fabulous, and I'm sure you think we are fabulous as well.
Possibly.
Because my wife does. I think she's lucky. Remember, I look in the boys. Listen, look in the bathroom window, every mirror, every morning, and say, "God, she's lucky."
He looks in one of
And
them,
see if she
them
agrees.
circus ones, you know, that make you look thin.
See if she agrees. I'm sure she will, in due course. Anyway, God bless you all. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Big
Bye,
up.
Mum.
Oh, Sharon. Sharon's there as
Who's
well.
Sharon?
Sharon and Gary. There
Where
they
are
are.
they?
Hey, I didn't see them before. They just popped up.
Oh yes.
Has
They're
Gary,
on long
got a, has
distance.
Gary got a beard?
I don't know, but
Sharon hasn't. It must be Gary.
it's a bloody big living room. They've got... Put your camera a bit closer.
Oh, he didn't. He looked like he had a beard. Oh, bloody hell.
Anyway, there you
Well,
go.
we'll see you
yes.
soon. They're only up road from us.
They are up the road, yeah, but we haven't seen them because lockdown and all that.
Yeah.
Only when they're walking dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to walk your dog round here, make sure you have a plastic bag with you. Yeah. Okay. God bless you all. See you all.
See you soon.
Bye
Big
for
up.
now.
Thank you very much.